Welcome back to Temi Adi Academy. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to true your darts and your side seam to achieve a perfect fit. This is an essential skill for achieving smooth and professional looking garments. So after you're done drafting your pattern piece, you need to true your darts and you need to true your side seams. This is to make sure that the seam lines are of the same length. So for example, on our dart, we need to make sure that this dart leg and this dart leg, they are of the same length. So we need to make all these corrections on our patterned piece before we transfer into our fabric. If we're able to make all these corrections and changes on our pattern piece, this would avoid us having any mistakes in our garment, in our fabric, or when we are sewing our garment, right? And for the side seam, I'm going to show you how we're going to true that. So let's start with our dart. So I'm using the skirt block. We're going to be using the skirt block. So on our pattern piece, we want to pretend that we're already sewing our dart on our garment. So I'll take my block, and I want to fold the dart in a way where the excess fabric is facing the side seam. The excess fabric is facing the side seam. So I'm just going to do that quickly. So I'm taking this dart and I'm overlapping it on this dart leg. So one dart leg over the other dart leg. As you can see, I overlapped it. So I folded this dart leg and overlapped this dart leg onto this dart leg, right? So this is our right side. If I flip my paper to the back, you see that the dart excess, that's this fold here, is facing our side seam. So you want to make sure it's facing your side seam. So flipping the fabric back to the right side. Then you take your tracing wheel. And then you mark this line at the top. This line, we came up by half an inch. So this line, that line, can you see that it's not matching? You see that the lines are not matching. So we want to make sure those lines match. You can see that they are not matching. Let me show you. These lines, they are not matching. So I want to make sure those two lines are matching. So I'll take my French curve. And just so I want to curve from this all the way to this place, right? So just mark it this way. Mark it all the way to so from this half an inch that went up that corner all the way to the front. I'm just redrawing that. We put a dash line initially, and I told you that it's not supposed to be a straight line, so I'm just curving it, trying to bring it to the front, the center front. Okay, so now you can see I've redrawn it. This is the new line. It matches. So after you're done doing that, you take your tracing wheel and then you trace on that new line. So kind of transferring this line to the other side of your paper. You're done tracing. You see that the tracing wheel made some holes. You will open it up, and then those tracing would have transferred to the dart here. So you take your pencil and your ruler, you follow those puncture lines. The puncture lines created by your tracing wheel. You follow that, and then you redraw. Sorry, not redraw. You drawing the dart. So the dart opening. So that's what your dart. So now both dart legs are of the same length because of this drawing that we just did. So see, so that's how to throw your dart. So my back dart, I already threw it. So we cut off quickly, cut off this waistline here. So this is our new waistline, our new shaped waistline. Quickly, so that's the back. Quickly, let's cut off the front quickly. For trimming your side seams, you want to make sure that the side seams match. So you want to make sure that the hip line matches, your waistline matches, your hip line matches, and your skirt length too. Your skirt length matches on the side seam. So how do we do this? We do as if we want to sew our garment. So match it. See, I'm trying to match it. I think I already see a slight difference. Kind of match it. Another way to do it is just take it as if you want to sew your garment, right? So I'm matching the hip line of the front to the back. I'm even going to go an extra mile to pin it. So I want to see if the front waist and the back waist matches. Do they match? I think they do. They do. So the front waist and the back waist matches. The front hip and back hip match. And the length, skirt length, they also match. They all match. So let's say, for example, the waistline doesn't match. Let's say it's like this. Can you see that slight difference? What you would do is you cut off that extra. It will be like you cut it off because you need your waistlines to match. You cut it off. You cut off that extra, but it shouldn't be that much. This difference shouldn't be too much actually. Maybe to be like slightly like this. So you reshape it. You make sure they are matching. You make sure that these lines too. Sorry, this lines like is smooth. This waistline here is smooth. Make sure it's not like make sure they are matching like this. Make sure they are not matching like, let me see, like this. I guess like this or something. Just make sure like it's a smooth line. Like you can see that this, if I were to sew, this is a smooth line. Like there's no one want to be higher than the other and looking weird. They are all matching. Like take it, it matches, you know, it matches. So that's what showing your side seam on your pattern pieces looks like. I'm going to quickly show you how to glue your skirt block. So the skirt block we drafted, how to glue that to your cardstock paper or your cardboard paper. When we do this, we're able to maintain our block for a long time. So you remember I told you that it's from our skirt block that we develop different designs. So if you glue this paper to your cardstock paper, it helps maintain your block for a long time. So it's very, very fast and easy. So just get your glue stick, then you glue. Basically just do this. It's very, very easy. Fast, easy, and quick. You've glued your block to your cardstock paper. Next step is to take your paper scissors, cut this out. So this is what our skirt block looks like after cutting out the excess cardstock paper. This is what it looks like. In case you don't have a glue stick, another way you can attach your pattern piece or your block to your cardstock paper is you can use a stapler. You can just staple. So I did not really glue this area because I wanted to show you this. So you just take your stapler You stapling. If you don't have a glue stick, stapling is also another option. You can just do that around your block. I hope this video was helpful to you. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my other videos. Happy sewing.